In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
You win this title, you are primed for big things.
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 3. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge for Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster has spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE Champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna is at...
Bang! Maybe that'll teach him not to take his eye off the ball.
Clothesline! Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret.
Oh no, bear hug applied. This is not...
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Knee just being torn apart now. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client to win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's interference earned Yokozuna the win against Bret Hart. But when he tried it again against Hogan, it backfired.
And not to mention that this time, Hogan has Jimmy Hart in the opposite corner. The Mouth of the South is keeping a close eye on Mr. Fuji to ensure this one stays fair.
An overbearing assault on Hogan now.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Yoko now, belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
The big man, Yokozuna.
Big leg drop on the mark.
And quickly into the cover.
Might be in trouble.
Kicks out.
I am in shock. What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
And Yokozuna is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
And gentlemen, Yokozuna may be but one move away from ending Hulkamania.
The camera lights are flashing. Yokozuna is so close to regaining the title.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And right between the shoulder blades. Totally missed that one. What a shot! Sent right into the corner. Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches. He's able to counter that. Hogan's offense gets foiled.
He just flipped the script there.
Brick wall running into you. Take off. Whoa, look out.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And he gets sent back into the ring. Yoko says this one's over. You like pancakes? We like to see a new champion crowned. 2. He was almost finished.
Based on what we just saw, I think this match is far from over.
Who knows what that kick out cost? The champ might be running on fumes. And absolutely no idea how that didn't work out in Yokozuna's favor. You can tell he's shocked too.
Situational awareness with a knee. Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
The challenger fending off the 2 count.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Hulkster's in trouble.
Wait a minute. Maybe not. The Hulkster is hulking up. You made a mistake, brother. Hogan unleashed. There's the big boot. You know what comes next. The leg drop.
Pin to decide the championship. Still only got one.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt.
Yokozuna saw it coming. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. A brick wall running into you. Strongest slam.
Yokozuna demonstrating hit.
Yoko says this one's over.
It's on a trip. The challenger clearing a path.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan. And every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as
Paul E. Dangerously.
and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right, a big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Placed into the corner here.
So to the stomach.
just ruthless.
Just how desperate do you have to be? Why not a fair fight, huh?
And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
To the sky!
Off the mark with that one. Headshrinker's accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now,
We got it covered. And fends off the pinfall.
seems a little too early in this match to go for the pin.
Tag is made. Can only imagine what... Oh, my God. Not this.
Oh, yeah. Doomsday device.
The communication between these two is evident by that move. That puts a stop to Steiner. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Megamaniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Oddsmakers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Well, that one looked like it muzzled Steiner a bit. Counters!
Foot in the corner now. Several reversals. Neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense. Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Samoa Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions. And he's primed to bring the Headshrinkers to the top as well. These two have learned each other so well. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Fends off the attack with an elbow. Into the barricade.
Ow! Fatu fears no man.
Boom! Good defense from him.
The Headshrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Headshrinkers tonight.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Asma set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh, look at this.
So ruthless.
He's taking a bit of damage from these blows. Oh, and Scott fights back. Lariat. Oh, big knee lift.
Shot to the back of the neck as well.
Chop. Delivers a well-placed hip attack. Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
Fatu clearly wants a fight here.
Oh, compressed in the corner. And just when he needed it most, he got the tag.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
but the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
As we find ourselves surrounded.
From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Reverses the pin, shoulders down. A defiant kick out after one.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank. Oh!
Man. And Samu's plans failed there. Trying to work the arm. Now in control. Fighting back, however, punches in the neck, belly takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at him. Oh, wait a minute. Turns the leverage for.
What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him. Steered away there. And now placed in the corner.
Boom! Read that one. Boom! Did you hear the impact? Boom! And he manages to reverse. Two finds the advantage.
He almost got caught by that one.
Dueling reverses.
Bloodline. And there's another focused attack to his head. Bang! What a headbutt. Vicious.
Oh, what a headbutt.
Oh, he paid for that. High risk. Big boot. Jeez.
Oh, brought in the hard way.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Look out.
And does not get it.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Perched up top.
A diving knee drop. And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the Head Shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of Vegas, Cole. Both teams so evenly matched, I wouldn't know who to bet on.
Tag. Double team coming.
Driven down face first.
And the Head Shrinkers just might have it.
Oh, my! Oh, man.
Kneecap goes right into the face to halt the attack.
Boom!
Pow! Pin. This might be the end of Steiner's night. And he fights it off.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Nice takedown. Stack them up. Turns it around and has the pin. Kick out.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Oh, ouch. And Scott saw it coming.
And that's going to jam Scott's offense.
Got out of the way. Clothesline. The Head Shrinkers, the Steiners, taking it
Up high.
big splash.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Turning the tables. Shama wears the shoulders down. This could be it. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolt to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third generation up and... Oh, scoreboard! Shoulders up here!
This is why ring awareness is your friend. The pin attempt undone by proximity to the ropes.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well, the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia. And if the first stomp doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. Whip back into the ring.
Drop kick with precision.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Catching a drop kick.
Oh, wait a second.
Maybe not. Roll up.
Only getting one out of that pin.
We'll need to get a little more to put this one away.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. What's it going to take for...
Cobra clutch cinched in.
Torturing.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Manages to reverse it. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye. Sent flying.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. And able to beat Helmsley to the punch.
Deep back and forth we go.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Boom.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight. Looks like we know who won that exchange. Kick to the stomach and gets sent right into the corner.
Now positioned out of the top rope.
You know what they say, gentlemen?
What do they say, Corey?
What goes up must come crashing down.
Superplex.
You really have to... Oh, for the title.
Gets
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
Maivia was ready for that.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do soaring down with force.
This capacity crowd certainly behind the youngster Rocky Maivia, thinking there could be an upset. Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top, hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
But Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Electric chair.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Oh, this, what a headbutt. Tremendous impact. Skull-crushing headbutt.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch. Closed fist punch to the jaw. That's one way to break up a move. These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler. And he might from the middle rope.
George with great awareness. Got him right where he wants him. The adrenaline is pumping. Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here. The arm's trapped. Not finding an easy. Able to punch his way out.
Just a barrage of offense coming his way with seemingly no answer to it.
And you can see Steele is... It could be all over here.
Quick count out after one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Steele now just trying to survive. And Steele isn't looking helpless anymore.
This could be a good chance for Steele to get some distance and rethink things. Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, rake. That's not right, but effective. George Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by
setting up.
What a backbreaker.
Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
kick off.
He fails to connect. Big back body drop.
Broad elevation.
He's mounting an all-out assault right now.
Maivia is reaching that other level.
Vicious, aggressive attacks. Ooh! The arm absorbing the damage. What a way to get out of that one.
Crucial turnaround there because George was falling behind.
But George has to push now while a window's open.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Fist drop! Oh, he had that scouted. Picked up and being carried around now. Oh! Into the pin. Could be over for Maivia. Shoulder up before the count.
Not a whole lot of luster behind that kick out.
Mistake made by Steele.
Boom! Stiff kick. Able to slip out of that one. And he is telling the referee to open the cage door. He wants out of there.
What a counter by Peter Maivia.
Oh, man. Maivia just dominated the animal with that one.
Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there. We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
Counter, right when it was needed. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Steele turning Maivia into the hunted here, looking to dethrone the High Chief.
Turns it around. And that holds Peter Maivia back. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Okay, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anahua'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
This has been a true brawl, and you can see Maivia and Steele are pushing each other to the limit.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Can Steele recover from this adversity?
Strong impact. Going for the pin for the win. He's able to beat a 2 count.
There is no quit in this man tonight. Setting up again.
Backbreaker.
That'll realign your vertebrae. And George is laid out. What? You gotta be kidding me. What just happened? I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
It must be demoralizing knowing you've unleashed your best shot on your opponent to no avail. Ow.
My goodness, calm down. Freakazoid. Bam. You saw that one coming. Peter Maivia prevents that one from connecting. Big back body drop. And evades the attack.
Oh, my Lord, what is he? Oh, gross!
How barbaric.
turns that around.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
A stump puller.
The more he fights, the more pain he's in.
But he can't stop battling.
Tap out.